Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm here with
Chris,
and we're going to be talking about collared lizards, and also one of the babies for these two adults are for sale.
So guys, we're gonna head inside. We're gonna take a look at the adults of the collared lizards and the collared lizards themselves to see who I'm gonna be selling. So follow me! Alright guys, so right over here is my collared lizards. Oh jeez. Here are the guys. I don't know which one yet is for sale. I will decide that within 5 minutes of shooting this video. You'll know which one's for sale. And then here are the adults down here. There's the female, right, oh sorry, you're looking at the male. There's the male right there. That's the dad to Zeus. And that's the mom for Zeus. That's Billy, and that'll be Baba.
Billy and Baba.
Billy and Baba. Alright, let's take a look at them so you can see some more detail. In fact, let's just take them all outside. Yeah, we'll take them all outside. We'll be right back. These are collared lizards, so there's a lot of, go ahead, you can take them. There's like a lot of different species of collared lizards and subspecies. These ones specifically are the Oklahoma locale. So a lot of these guys are going to be known as what's called aqua flames. So over time, a lot of breeders have even enhanced the color by choosing specific bloodlines to pair together to make the bluest lizards available with really bright yellow heads. So in the collared lizards, you have like the aqua flames, which are what I own. You have what are called yellow heads, which are really similar to aqua flames. You got like Baja collared lizards, standard easterns. I mean, the list goes on and on. But these ones specifically, they don't get too big for a lizard. They're gonna get maxed out around like 12 inches with tail, maybe a little more. They're really, really good pets because you can see, I mean, if you've ever seen most collared lizards at a reptile show or at your local pet store, they're not as calm as this. They're gonna be really like crazy and like hard to handle, but like when you get these lizards captive bred, there's a world of difference in their temperament and how they thrive in captivity. Like you can see I'm outdoors with a collared lizard chilling in my hand. She's not gonna run anywhere. Like look, she's happy as could be. Same with the male. They're not gonna go anywhere because these are captive bred animals. They're used to human contact. They're just gonna be able to thrive in an environment with people. When you get wild caught animals from reptile shows or pet stores, it is not the same deal.
They're super aggressive, right?
They're really aggressive, and these lizards have a bite on them. It's pretty crazy. They have a big head. These lizards in the wild eat other lizards. So they can bite you really hard, they don't tame down, they get really dehydrated. They have a lot of issues, but like I said, captive bred, you don't have a lot of problems. They're mostly insect eaters. You're gonna give them like crickets, dubia roaches, super worms, and then a little bit of greens as well, like collard greens, mustard lettuce, kale. And I've even seen them eat like bits of strawberry and stuff, like shredded carrots. That's the supplemental foods, like the fruits and the veggies. That's like just a little tiny bit of their diet. It's more just every now and then, but most of what they're gonna be eating is insects. And then every now and then I'll give this guy, since he's pretty big, I might give him a pinky. But they're really, really good pets, man. I mean, they calm down really quickly and they don't get too big. They need a lot of lighting though. That's one thing you have to consider. They're gonna need really high basking temperatures, so you're gonna need strong bulbs. The temperature is gonna need to be about like at least 100 degrees, 100 to 105 on the hot spot, and then about 85 to 90 in the rest of the tank. And they need a lot of UVB lighting. So you're gonna want to have a really strong, like ReptiSun 10.0 is what I recommend.
And then also for these, I also have one of them, and I always take at least like once or twice a week. I take them outside in the natural sunlight.
Yeah, super important.
They really like that. So
like, actually what the camera is sitting on right now is a screen cage that I frequently take my lizards, at least, like you said, once a week. You bring them out in the sunlight, just let them sit in the screen. Make sure you're there with them because, you know, when they're outside, stuff could go wrong. Like, I don't know, if you leave them outside by themselves, who knows what could happen. So just make sure you watch them, but the natural D3 from the sunlight is amazing for them and for their colors too. It really brings out the colors really nicely.
that's when you give them vitamins, give them the calcium without the D3 if you are taking them outside in the sunlight, because that can do some harm to them.
Yeah, if they have any animal, if it has too much D3, it could really do a lot of damage. So, but yeah, they're pretty cool. They're really easy to breed too. Breeding, you pretty much just pair them together, and you're probably gonna get babies more than likely. You might have to mess with the lighting cycles in the winter. You're gonna want to shorten their hours of light that they get. In the summer, obviously, you're gonna want to increase that, and then you're just gonna want to put a little lay box in there, and your female will go in there and do her thing. Take her eggs out of the incubator. You're gonna want to incubate them. I honestly, I have to look back into it, but I want to say it was like, you know what, I don't even want to say. I can't remember the exact temperature I incubated it at. You'd have to check online, but I want to say it was like in the 80s or something, like 86 degrees. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, you just put them in the incubator and then they'll pop out. It's basically, these guys, think about the care of like a bearded dragon on a smaller scale.
Yeah.
Everything's about the exact same as a bearded dragon on a smaller scale. Even the diet. Like diets, except a bearded dragon will have more veggies in its diet than this, but that's about the same exact care. Yeah. If you handle them and care for them and love them, they will tame down and they're gonna be really good pets. We'll go in and show you what their enclosures are gonna look like and give you a feel like what the care is gonna be like for a collared lizard, because I do have one for sale, so if you guys are in the area, you'll be able to pick one up from me.
At the Pomona Reptile Expo, we're going to that.
Yeah, probably
January 6th.
Yeah, at the Pomona Reptile Show. So a little bit about the enclosure for your collared lizard. You're going to want to think about setting up for a bearded dragon. So it's going to be largely desert. On one side you're going to want your hotspot. Sorry, I scared you, but you're going to want your hotspot around 95 to 105 degrees, probably around 100, 105. Lots of things for them to climb on. You're going to notice they like to climb a lot. A water bowl, it's always clean. A very strong UV light, and for a UV light, guys, you need the long tube light, a linear tube light. The UV lights that screw in are no good. That's not going to work for a collared lizard or really any animal that needs UV. So you're going to want a long 10.0 UVB bulb. I think these are 75 watt, they might be 100 watt basking bulbs. Yeah, I mean, they're pretty simple to set up. You're also going to want to spray them at least like every other day or so, because they do have a little bit of shedding issues if they don't have enough humidity.
Also, the size of the tank needs to be bigger.
Thank you. Yeah, the size of the tank does need to be a lot bigger. That's in fact why I'm selling them. I don't have the space for 2 adult collared lizards on my rack. You're gonna want to at least have them in about a 40-gallon tank, because yeah, they're really active lizards. They run, they jump a lot, they need a lot of room to climb. So you're gonna want at least a 40-gallon tank for him or a pair of collards, and you're gonna want to set up a lot. If you look down here, this is a 40-gallon tank breeder. So it's the same dimensions as a 40-gallon tank, except a little bit shorter. So if you notice, I've set up a lot of places for them to climb and around their basking area, and in fact I do plan on getting more driftwood and stuff to set up over there for the animals to climb on, because like I said, they're really active. They need a lot of space. If you can, go bigger. Always go bigger to provide the animal more space. High UV, if you can, bring them outside to get even more UV, babysit them. And they're really cool animals. They'll eat right from your hands. They're just really personable. They can be really tamed down. They can be a little hyper when you grab them, but like you saw when they were outside, they're pretty calm. So definitely really cool pets, guys. So I'm comparing him right next to his father right here. You can see all the yellow that's going to be coming in as he gets older, and a little bit of white that's going to be along each band as well. So he's pretty much almost maxed out on the amount of blue he's going to get. He might even get a little bluer as he gets older, but the only thing that's waiting for him to come in now is going to be the yellow head that they get as they get older, which is really freaking awesome. Like, look at that yellow head. It's like mustard yellow, you know?
Also, the dad doesn't have a full tail, if you guys were wondering why it's shorter than the son's.
So he's gonna look longer as he gets to his father's age. He's gonna be a really large, impressive animal.
So yeah, dad's a little bit like a little darker blue, but this one's a little bit like,
he's lighter, so I think he's gonna turn out nicer than his dad, to be honest.
I think so too.
Yeah, you can see, you can compare them. So here are the baby. I keep calling them babies. They're not babies. They're more like almost adults. They're like juvenile collared lizards. These are the offspring of the parents you just saw right now. This is the one that's available, guys. So if you look at them, they're really similar. Oh, let me get out of the light. My bad. Let me see here. So this one right here is the one that's available. This is the one I'm going to be ending up keeping. So they're about, gosh, they're close to a foot already in length. They're, I don't know, dude, what would you say, like maybe 10 inches with the tail?
Yeah, 10 inches, 6, I would say like 9.
Yeah, like maybe 9 or 10 inches with the tail. So, yeah, that's him for sale, guys, if you're interested.
So go to my Instagram, ERBros. Same as my YouTube, ERBros on Instagram, and just send me a message through there, and I'll reply to as many as I can.
Yeah, that's gonna be the best way.
Yeah, there he is.
DM. So I'm gonna be asking guys $150 for this animal. He's really well started already. He's captive bred, and you're not gonna find a collared lizard as blue as him. More than likely, that's captive bred. You might find them wild caught, so they're gonna be a little emaciated and stuff. So, like we said, if you're interested, go ahead, feel free to go to his Instagram and send him a DM, and we'll figure something out from there.
And we'll see you at the show. Later!